Good morning students. Today we are going to continue general organic chemistry. Next one, already in the previous session what are alkanes, alkenes and alkynes and what is alkyl group, all these we have discussed, right? So today in this video we are going to start with homologous series and some of the classifications of organic compounds. Okay, classifications of organic compounds. First of all, let us start with a homologous series. What is meant by a homologous series? Okay, see, homologous series is nothing but this is a, first of all, before going to the homologous series, we should understand what is meant by homologue. What is meant by homologue? Okay, already in the previous session we have gone through this general molecular formula of the alkanes, right? So I am writing here the general molecular formula of alkane just to make you understand what is homologous series. Okay, see, okay, already here it is given, but just we will explain. The general molecular formula is, I will write here, CnH2n plus 2, right? If you substitute n equal to 1, if you substitute n equal to 1, then here it is C1 means I am writing C, and 2 into 1 means 2, 2 plus 2, 4. So CH4, when n equal to 1, the molecular formula is CH4, the name is called methane, right? Right. Now comes to the next one, means take when n equal to 2. If you take n equal to 2, C into 2, C2, H2 into 2 plus 2, 2 2s are 4 plus 2, 6. So C2H6, this is 2 carbons we have, so this is called ethane. Already this one we discussed, but just listen. So next one, when n equal to 3, if you take n equal to 3, C3H8, propane, yes. So this is the alkane series of the molecules. Alkanes series means when n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3, if you take like that, this is the series. Now just observe the difference between the first alkane and second alkane, means methane and ethane, CH4 and C2H6. CH4, here 1 carbon, here 2 carbon, so 1 carbon is the difference. Here H4 and here it is H6, so what is the difference? 2 hydrogen, so CH2. So for the first alkane and second alkane, the difference in the formula is CH2. Let us check with the second alkane and the third alkane. Second alkane is C2H6, third alkane is, second alkane is C2H6 and third alkane is C3H8 in the alkane series. So C2, C3, so the difference is 1 carbon and it is H6 and H8. So obviously H6, H8 means H2, CH2. So for second alkane and third alkane also the difference is CH2. For butane C4H10, if you take C3H8 and C4H10, the difference is CH2. This differentiation is nothing but called, the differentiating group is called homologue, and this series of the alkanes are called homologous series. So these are said to be homologous series, right? So CH4, C2H6, C3H8, C4H10, all alkane series are said to be homologues to each other, means homologous series, like we can say. So this CH2 unit is called a homologue. And here one more thing, if you find the molecular weight for this CH2 unit, C means 12 plus 2 hydrogens 2, so total it is 14 grams, right? So the gram molecular weight of CH2 unit is 14. So 14 AMU, 14 atomic mass units. If there is any difference between the two molecular formulas, the molecular mass difference is 14, then those two are said to be homologues to each other. If anyone has 14 atomic mass unit difference in their molecular mass, those two molecular formulas are said to be homologues to each other. Here we have checked for alkane, right? So we can check for alkenes and alkynes also. Same alkene series will be in homologues to each other. Alkynes are homologues to each other, but one alkene, one alkane, both are not homologues to each other. We can check the if we have any doubt. So the first homologue for alkane is CH4. You can go for the second, you can go for alkene. Alkene is N equal to 2. Alkene molecular formula is CnH2n. If you substitute, already we told that alkane, to write the alkene formula, N will starts from 2. N will not starts from 1 because there should be a double bond between carbon and carbon. So compulsory 2 carbon should exist. That's why Cn means C2, 2 2s are 4, H4. So I want to check for CH4 and C2H2. If you see here, CH4 or C2, C. So one carbon is the difference. Comes to the alkenes, it is the CH4, sorry, it is C2H4. CH4 and it is C2H4. So there is no difference in the hydrogens, right? So one alkane cannot be in homologous series. Like that only alkene and alkyne also cannot be in homologous series. The complete alkanes series can be homologues to each other. Alkenes can be homologues to each other. Alkynes themselves, they are the homologues to each other, right? So this is about the homologous series. See the general formula, generally we can check that CH2 unit difference are said to be homologues, and that CH2 unit is called homologue, and that complete series is called homologous series, right? So come to the next one. Classification of organic compounds based on structure. Already in the previous session, classification of organic compounds we explained, right? But here, classification of organic compounds, their hydrocarbons based on saturated hydrocarbons, unsaturated hydrocarbons, like classification we have studied. But here, the classification of organic compounds based on their structure. Either it is a open structure or closed structure, based on the structure. Now this is the flow chart for that based on the classification of based on the structure. So hydrocarbons based on the structure we can classify into two types. First one is open chain compounds. First one, open chain compounds. They are not in a, the second one is cyclic compounds. What are open chain compounds means? Then the compound chain will be like this. It will be a straight chain. Whereas come to the cyclic compounds, the ring can be like this. It can be a cyclic of 3 carbons, cyclic of 4 carbons, or cyclic of 5 carbons. Like it can be a cyclic. It is 3 membered, it is 4 membered, it is 5 membered ring. So this is the cyclic compounds. Again here, in these open chain compounds, they are giving the examples of neopentane and N-pentane. What is neopentane and what is N-pentane? I will give you the structures, right? Just see the examples. Again here, these homocyclic compounds are cyclic compounds are classified into two types. First one is homocyclic compounds, heterocyclic compounds. What is meant by this homocyclic and heterocyclic compounds? Homocyclic means the same type, means only carbon and hydrogen will be present in that cyclic compounds. In that rings, carbon ring will be present and hydrogens will be attached, right? But whereas come to the heterocyclic compounds, other than carbon, some other atom will be introduced into the ring. See, previous homocyclic means we can take like this, C. Again we will study individually about the open chain, about the cyclic compound. So just I am explaining the flow chart, just types. So it is only carbons are present. To satisfy the tetravalency, always see while writing the structure in the organic chemistry, the main and important basic point we have to remember that carbon should satisfy the tetravalency, right? So heterocyclic compounds means all our carbons are there here. So some another atom, some oxygen is introduced or some sulfur is introduced, some hetero atom will be present in the ring. That hetero means other than carbon and hydrogen. So those are called heterocyclic compounds. Again there is a classification between homocyclic compounds. Again homocyclic compounds are classified into two types. Alicyclic means homocyclic in alicyclic means same, and again in aromatic compounds. Homocyclic in alicyclic is there, aromatic is there, and again heterocyclic, alicyclic, heterocyclic compounds, aromatic, heterocyclic compounds. Alicyclic, homocyclic, aromatic cyclic compounds. Alicyclic, homocyclic and aromatic, heterocyclic compounds, like there is a classification. And see, again we will study about the individual. This is the just flow chart. Hydrocarbons are open chain compounds and closed chain compounds. That open chain compounds examples we have. And come to the cyclic compounds. Again cyclic compounds are classifying into two types, homocyclic and heterocyclic. Again in the homocyclic and heterocyclic we have two classification. In homocyclic, alicyclic, I will tell you what is alicyclic. Alicyclic also known as aliphatic. Okay, alicyclic, homocyclic compounds, aromatic compounds, like that only hetero compounds. Alicyclic, heterocyclic compounds and aromatic, heterocyclic compounds, like we have a classification. So in this video today we are going to study about the each type. What is open cyclic, what is cyclic, like that we are going to study, right? So let's start with the first one, open chain compounds. What are open chain compounds? Open chain compounds means there will be a linear or branched. The chain should be a straight line like, and there is no ring type, not like this ring. Always it will be a open chain, means straight chain. The compound, see here, it is a straight chain compound. So it is a straight chain compound, straight chain compound, straight chain compound. So these are the compounds in which carbon atoms to link each other such a manner that molecule having a open chain, means they will be like this straight chain. See here, before going to explain this, we should know first of all how to write this structure. That one we will study in the nomenclature again. That is a different part. But to understand this, I want to elaborate the structure. Okay, let us see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So, what is the point we should remember here? I will take green. What is the point? I will take blue. What is the point we should remember here? While writing, always carbon should have 4 bonds. That we should keep in our mind. Always carbon should have a 4 bonds. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4. First all the carbon chains will be, because it is pentane, ane means all single bond should be there. So pentane, pent means what? 5 carbons. So I written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I written 5 carbons, and ane means all single bonds. So I kept between single bonds between all the carbons. Now I want to check the tetravalency of carbon. If you observe here, this carbon has only 1 bond, but it should have 4 bonds. So to satisfy that, I written 4 more 3 bonds here. Means those 3 bonds is nothing but CH3, H, H. So first carbon is satisfied with tetravalency, tetra, 4 bonds. Now come to the second carbon. This carbon, this side 1 bond, this side 1 bond, means that carbon has only 2 bonds. But according to the carbon's capacity, it should have tetravalence, then only that structure is correct. Then H and H. Now if you observe, this carbon has 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds. Second carbon also have 4 bonds now. Come to the third carbon, same like second. It has 1 bond, 2 bonds. It has a 1 bond and 2 bonds, 1 and 2, but this carbon is required hydrogen and hydrogen. To make that, it has a 4 bonds now. Same phenomena for this carbon also, this carbon, but see for the last carbon it has only 1 bond. So to satisfy that, we have to write 3 hydrogens. So this is, what is N means normal, N means normal, means a straight chain. N pentane means a straight chain. right? So this is the structure. Just observe here, how did we write this structure? This carbon has 3 hydrogens, that way here they written as CH3. Second carbon has 2 hydrogens, so CH2. Third carbon has CH2, so CH2. Fourth carbon has 2 hydrogens, so CH2. But fourth carbon has 3 hydrogens, means CH3. That CH3, if you are writing CH3 like this, is nothing but 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen and 3 hydrogen. If you write CH4, no need to write any hyphen or bond like before. But while you are writing CH3, CH3 means alkyl group, methyl group. In CH4, 1 hydrogen we have removed, then that will be a alkyl group like already we have discussed, right? So this is the methyl group like. So while writing, this is the CH3. See, 1 bond, carbon should have a tetravalency, but here 3 bonds are with hydrogens, but 1 bond is left free. That way, while writing the CH3, always we represent with 1 bond like CH3 we write before. Right, so this is the basic structure to understand what is that CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2 means. This is the basic way. So we can elaborate, even this structure is also we can elaborate. See, I'll take the second structure. I want to take this structure CH3, CH double bond CH2. 1 butane, he said. Butene. But means how many carbons? 4 carbons. So 1, 2. This one we'll study in nomenclature. But we have to go nomenclature. Before that we'll get this type of structures. So to understand this is the basic, because already we completed alkane, alkene, alkyne. That's why I'm explaining. See, but means 4 carbons. So write 4 carbons. Ene, he said. Ene means what? Double bond. Compulsory 1 double bond should be there. That 1 double bond, he said 1. Okay, keep it here. What is this one? You will understand while writing the nomenclature. So remaining single bonds you keep. But while writing here, see, while writing first carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. To understand better, I written the numbering. First carbon 1, 2, only 2 bonds are there, but according to the valency we should have 4. So I will write here H and H. Comes to the second carbon 1, 2, 3. In double bond 2 bonds and here single bond, so 3. So it need only 1 hydrogen. Comes to the third carbon 1 and 2. So should write here 1 hydrogen and here 1 hydrogen. Comes to this carbon, here it is the 1 bond, then 1 hydrogen and hydrogen, total 3 hydrogens. If you write, see, comes to the first carbon, it is CH2, that's why they written here CH2 double bond. Second carbon has only 1 hydrogen, that's why CH. Third carbon has 2 hydrogens, that's why CH2. Fourth carbon has 3 hydrogens, that's why they written CH3. So the name of this compound is butene. On first carbon we kept double bond, that's why we written 1 butene like. So this is the structure, and this is the isobutane, and this is the neopentane. Iso and neo means this is the branch. While talking about the nomenclature, I will explain you clearly what is iso and what is neo, right? So this is the open chain or acyclic. Acyclic means no cyclic, not cyclic. Acyclic compounds, right? Come to the next one. Closed chain or cyclic compounds. Closed chain compounds or cyclic compounds. What are closed chain? Like open chain, the chain is not like a straight chain. There will be the ring compounds. There will be a ring in the structure. Those are said to be closed chain compounds or cyclic compounds. But while talking about these cyclic compounds, again these cyclic compounds are classified into 2 types. Again these are classified into 2 types. Those are heterocyclic and homocyclic, right? So let us start. First one is homocyclic. Already in the flow chart we studied. And second one is heterocyclic, right? So let us start with homocyclic. What is homocyclic, heterocyclic compounds? See here. Homocyclic, already we said homo means carbon chain only will be present, no other atom will be present, carbon and hydrogen, right? The chain will be the carbon chain and hydrogens will be attached to the carbon. Got it? So those are said to be homocyclic, same type of the chain, like, okay. So this is called cyclopropane. What is cyclopropane means? 3 carbon chain. 3 carbon chain. I want to give numbering just to 3. 3 carbons are there. So prop. All single bonds are present between the carbons. So propane. If you write propane, there is a way to understand. C single bond C, like, but it is not a straight chain. If it is a straight chain, you can take it as propane, but there is a cycle, so that's why you have to write before cyclopropane, right? So comes to the first carbon. What is the first carbon's valency? 1, 2, only 2 bonds are there, but actually the valency for carbon is 4, so 2 more bonds are required. So write 2 hydrogens. Even for the next, for the second carbon also, for 1 bond and 2 bonds, 2 more are required, so write 2 more hydrogens here. Come to the third carbon. Third carbon also has this bond and this band only, so write here also 2 more hydrogens. That is what they written simply as CH2, single bond CH2, single bond CH2. This is nothing but called cyclopropane. Cyclic ring, all carbon chains only, no other atom. Hydrocarbon chain, hydrocarbons means carbon and hydrogen only will be present, and the chain, this chain is only the carbon's chain, no other. That's why these are called homocyclic compounds. Homocyclic or carbocyclic, like we can say. These are called homocyclic or carbocyclic compounds, like we can say, right? Now come to the next example, that is benzene they given, right? To understand, this is called dot line structures, like we can say. While writing here, this is the complete structure, means we are representing with CH2, CH2, CH2 like. So what is this example means? See here, I will explain. What is the given? This is only the structure they have given, right? So each corner here, each corner represents 1 carbon. In the organic chemistry, each carbon represents 1 carbon, right? So carbon chain, only carbons are present, so this is called carbocyclic compound. Only carbons are there, each dot. Now if you observe, this carbon has only 1 single bond, and see this carbon, first bond, 1 bond, 2 bonds and 3 bonds, so only 1 hydrogen is required. Comes to this carbon, here 2 bonds are there and here 1 bond, so this carbon, hydrogen, it is a cycle. See this carbon, 1 bond, 2 bonds, 3 bonds, already 3 bonds are there, so only 1 bond is required, so write only 1 H. This carbon, 1, 2, 3, so only 1 hydrogen is required. Comes to here, 1, 2, 3, this carbon also requires only hydrogen, only hydrogen. So this is the complete structure what they written in the line dot structure. This is called 6 carbons are there, C6, 6 hydrogens are there, H6, this is called C6H6, and its common name is benzene. What is its name? Benzene. We will study again what is common name, what is trivial name, and what is IUPAC name. While writing the nomenclature, we will describe that again, okay? Now I want to explain even this also. So let us see here. I am taking this example decaline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Right? So 10 carbons. Each dot represents 1 carbon. right? Each dot represents one carbon. So total how many are there? Just write the numbering, then we will understand. First carbon, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10. So total 10 carbons are there. That's why they written name here deck. Deck represents 10 carbons like already we learnt, right? So deck, and all are single bonds only between the carbons. This carbon has 2, so 2 more hydrogens are required. C2H2, all H2H2H2. To satisfy how many bonds are there for that carbon, remaining hydrogens we have to write. So the name of this compound is called decalin. Like that only this is also one more compound. This is called naphthalene. What are these rings like? We will study while studying the aromatic compounds, right? Okay. Now these are the homocyclic or carbocyclic compounds like. Now comes to the next one. Alicyclic, homocyclic compounds. Next one, see, homocyclic or carbocyclic compounds. Again in the homocyclic and carbocyclic compounds, if you see the flow chart, open chain compounds we completed. We started cyclic compounds. Again in the cyclic compounds we completed homocyclic or carbocyclic compound. Again these homocyclic compounds have two types. First one is alicyclic homocyclic and aromatic compounds. Now we are studying these two categories, right? So come. In the homocyclic, again there are two types of compounds. What are those? In the homocyclic, again two types. That is, first one alicyclic homocyclic compound, second one is aromatic compound. So come to the first one, alicyclic homocyclic compounds. Alicyclic homocyclic. Alicyclic homocyclic compounds means homocyclic compounds which resemble aliphatic compounds. Aliphatic means there will not be any aromaticity. Alternate double bonds are present, that is called aromatic in nature. All these are aliphatic only. Aliphatic alicyclic compounds. Here if you observe, this is a alicyclic, there is no alternate double bonds or there is no 4n+2 pi rule and all, right? So aromatic nature is nothing but the compound which shows which have 4n+2 pi electrons, those are said to be aromatic in nature. Here no pi electrons means no pi bond, means no double bond, all are single bonds only, right? So cyclobutane, CH2, 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 4 carbons are there, but all are single bonds N, and this is a cyclic compound, so the name of this compound is cyclobutane. Comes to here 1, 2, 3, 3 are there, so first of all it is cyclic compound, so write cyclo. And only how many carbons are there? 3 carbons are there, so propo. How many? All are single bonds only, so N, this is cyclopropane. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons we have, right? Because already I explained, the dot indicates one carbon like. So 6 carbons. First of all it is a cyclo, means cycloreten. 6 carbons means hex. All are single bonds only, so represents N. So the name of this compound is cyclohexane. And these are the examples for alicyclic homocyclic compounds. Right? So come to the aromatic compounds now. Second type is aromatic compounds. The compounds containing one or more fused or isolated benzene rings, a 6-membered ring. This is aromatic compound because it has a alternative double bond. See here, it has alternative . If you see here, it has alternative double bonds. Here 1, here 2, here 3, alternate. I said as each one is a 1 carbon. Here each one represents 1 carbon. Here 1 carbon, here 1 carbon, here 1 carbon, here 1 carbon, and here 1 carbon. Each one represents 1 carbon, so it has a 6 carbons, and there will be the alternate, means suppose I will write numbering here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you observe, the double bond is between 1 and 2 carbon, but there is no double bond between 2 and 3. Again the double bond between 3 and 4 carbons, no double bond between the 4 and 5. Again double bond between 5 and 6. So this is called alternate double bonds, and this complete structure is called benzene. If any compound we have a benzene ring, then we can say that is aromatic in nature, like, right? So here if you observe this one, naphthalene, here these are the two benzene rings. This is one, this is one benzene ring, this is one benzene ring, and this is the another benzene ring. So these are called naphthalene, two benzene rings. This is also one of the aromatic compound. Aromatic homocyclic means all are carbons only. If you see, all are carbons only, no other heteroatoms, carbons. Now come to the next one, anthracene. Anthracene is nothing but the three benzene rings which has alternate double bonds. So this is also example for the aromatic hydrocarbons, aromatic alicyclic hydrocarbons, right? So sorry, aromatic homocyclic hydrocarbon organic compounds, like we can say. Now come to the next one, heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic is nothing but other than carbon and hydrogen. In the other than carbon and hydrogen, keep aside, other than carbon, another atom will be introduced into the chain or ring. Those are said to be heterocyclic compounds. Again, these heterocyclic compounds are two types. First one is alicyclic heterocyclic compounds, and next one homocyclic aromatic heterocyclic compounds. First one is alicyclic heterocyclic compounds. Alicyclic is nothing but aliphatic. This is not a aromatic, means alternate double bonds, 4n plus 2 pi electrons. We will not see further, right? So these aliphatic compounds, if you see, as I said, each dot indicates one carbon. Carbon, 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 but here should be a carbon, then that is a homocyclic. But here in the place of carbon some nitrogen is introduced. So in the chain or in the ring along with the carbon, some another atom is introduced. That another atom is called heteroatom. So these are called heterocyclic. That too, it is not aromatic in nature, it is aliphatic in nature. So alicyclic heterocyclic compounds. The name of this compound is called pyrrolidine. Okay, like that only another one. See, each dot indicates one carbon here, carbon, 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 carbon. Here if it is a carbon, homocyclic, but here oxygen is introduced. So in the carbon chain oxygen is introduced, means some other oxygen atom is introduced, heteroatom. So these are said to be, it is also not a aliphatic compound, no alternate double bonds, no pi electrons, like. So this is also called heterocyclic compound, right? So the name of this compound is called tetrahydrofuran. What is that? Tetrahydrofuran. Hydro is nothing but hydrogens. If you see here, this carbon has 1, 2. So it requires more 2, that 2 hydrogens. Here also 2, 2. And here also 2. So this is called tetrahydrofuran. Okay. Now this is the alicyclic heterocyclic compounds. Now come to the aromatic heterocyclic compounds, means alternate double bonds will be present. If you see here, there is no double bonds, but if you see here, there is a double bond. Without double bond, the previous structure is this NH, isn't it? That NH, no double bonds, that is pyrrolidine aliphatic compound, but here double bonds are present, so it is a aromatic compound. The name of this compound is called pyrrole. What is that? Pyrrole we can say. So pyrrole. Whereas come to the here in the previous structure we have studied this, right? So this is we studied as tetrahydrofuran, THF also we can say, tetrahydrofuran. But here in that there is no double bonds, but here double bonds are present, that to alternate position. on this here, no, here like that alternate position. So this is the furan. What is the name of this compound? Furan. No double bonds, tetrahydrofuran, that is heterocyclic compound, alicyclic heterocyclic compounds with the double bonds, aromatic heterocyclic compound. Why we are saying hetero? Oxygen is introduced. Here also same. This is a heterocyclic aliphatic compound, but it is heterocyclic aromatic compound because double bonds are there. Aliphatic means pyrrolidine, aromatic means pyrrole. Here also same. This is called thiophene. This and these structures are same, but here oxygen is there. This is called furan, but here sulfur is present as heteroatom, so this is called thiophene. What is that called? Thiophene. So these are the first in flowchart what we have studied. We have completed all those classification. So now you have idea what is aromatic, what is aliphatic, homocyclic, heterocyclic, like, right? So this is about the aromatic heterocyclic compounds. Now comes to the next one. There are 4 types of carbon atoms present in the given organic compound. What are those 4 types of carbon atoms? Primary carbon, secondary carbon, tertiary carbon and quaternary carbon. What is this primary carbon, secondary carbon, tertiary carbon, quaternary carbon? Let us see. This primary carbon we can write even like this also, 1 per degree like. Secondary means 2 per, 3 per, 4. This is primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. To understand these structures, now I will take one previous examples. Yes, these examples I want to take. See here, neopentane is there. This is the N-pentane. Sorry, not neopentane. This is N-pentane. Here how many carbons we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will write the structure here for my convenience. Yes. Come to the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we have 3 hydrogens, here 2 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens and here it is 3 hydrogens. Come to the first carbon. This first carbon attached to only one carbon, means the second carbon attached to only one carbon. Then this carbon is said to be primary. And these 3 hydrogens are said to be primary hydrogens because those are attached to primary carbon. Comes to second carbon. This carbon attached to this side one carbon, this side one carbon, means this second carbon attached to first carbon as well as third carbon also, means one carbon attached to other 2 carbons. Then this carbon is said to be secondary. Then that carbon is said to be secondary. Comes to the third carbon. Third carbon attached to C2 carbon and C4 carbon, means 2 carbons. So third carbon is also secondary. Comes to fourth carbon. This is CH2. This carbon is attached to here this one carbon. So this is also called secondary. Comes to the fifth carbon. This carbon attached to only one carbon, that is the fourth carbon. So this is called primary. And the hydrogens respectively attached to those carbons are called respective hydrogens. If it is attached to the primary carbon, those are called primary hydrogens. If it is attached to the secondary carbon, those are called secondary hydrogens, like, right? So this is about primary hydrogens and secondary hydrogens. To explain tertiary and quaternary, I want to take this example. Isobutane. If you see here also we have 4 carbons. Just I am giving 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here first carbon attached to only second carbon. So this is called primary carbon. And these hydrogens are primary hydrogens. Comes to the second carbon. Second carbon attached to this side first carbon, this side third carbon, and here fourth carbon, means one carbon attached to other three carbons. Then this carbon is said to be tertiary carbon, right? That carbon is said to be tertiary carbon, and that hydrogen is also known as tertiary hydrogens. Tertiary carbons, hydrogens, like we can say. Comes to the third one, it is attached to only second one, so it is primary. And come to the fourth carbon attached to only second carbon, so these are called primary carbons. Primary, secondary and tertiary. Tertiary means attached to other three carbons, so that is called tertiary carbon atom. Now let us see what is quaternary carbon. Come to the quaternary carbon, here it is the structure. Quaternary carbon. I am giving the numbering. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon and fifth carbon. First come to the order. First carbon attached to only one carbon, that is the second carbon, so this is called primary. Comes to the fourth one attached to only second carbon, so this is also called primary. Third carbon attached to only secondary one, this is also called primary. This is CH3 attached to second carbon, so this is also primary. But come to the second carbon attached to 1, 4, 3, 5, means other 4 carbon atoms it is attached. So this is said to be quaternary carbon. This is said to be quaternary carbon. For quaternary carbon, no quaternary hydrogens. Why? Because all these are having 4 tetravalency is completed, because one carbon's bond is 4 bonds. So tetravalency is completed, no hydrogens over here. There is no possibility to write again hydrogen. So for quaternary carbon there is no quaternary hydrogens like, right? So this is about the primary, secondary and tertiary carbon atoms. Okay. So this is the today in our class we have studied about the open cyclic, closed cyclic compounds, open compounds, all these we have been studied. All these we have aromatic compounds, heterocyclic compounds, and there is a primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary compounds. All these we have studied in today's video. So thank you.